Hello, everyone. Welcome to EduTap. I'm Tanushree, and I'm joining this session with you along with all our mentors, which include Shamli Ma'am, Gurkirat Sir, and Jaskaran Sir. And students, in this session, I'm here, and we all the mentors are here today to answer all your queries regarding the NABARD Grade A 2026 exam. Final results for the 2025 cycle has been declared, and now this is the perfect right time for you to start your preparation, and if you are already in this preparation, to continue it with a lot of enthusiasm right now. So this is the perfect time for you to begin your preparation. So right now, whatever doubts you might be having, to start your preparation, and if you are already there in the preparation, then related to your preparation, whatever doubts you are having, we are going to address all of them here in today's session. So feel free to join it, share the session with your friends so that they can also join and they can also ask as many questions as they want to. So I welcome you all. You can write down your queries in the comment section below. I am here along with other mentors. Shamli Ma'am, she will answer all your queries related to the ARD. Gurkirat Sir, he will answer all your queries related to the current affairs, the GA part, ESI part, whatever doubts you are having regarding the schemes, regarding the PIB, how to cover, from where to cover. And apart from that, we have Jaskaran Sir, who is going to answer all your queries regarding the descriptive writing, one of the major pain points of the people who are preparing for the NABARD examination. So all your major pain points, all your major areas, they will be answered here. Whatever remaining queries you have regarding the non-merit section, regarding the other areas, I'm here to answer all those queries of yours. So feel free to let us know what your doubts are. Aman Chauhan, a very good morning to you. Okay, so there is one person with the ID ST7456. Okay, see, as far as the descriptive answers are concerned, they are checked by the experts. As per one of the RTI replies which I saw. So the answers from the NABARD side, they are not evaluated using the AI, they are evaluated using the experts. Okay, Kalpana is asking how to deal with the descriptive component of ARD. Jaskaran sir, please answer this question.
Yes, regarding ARD, I would say the best part about the NABARD is that the questions that are asked in the examination, they are directly from the syllabus only. So the first and the foremost thing that you have to do is the best and the most comprehensive coverage of the syllabus. Once you are done with the syllabus, I would say try to do answer writing practice on the different themes that are there as a part of the ARD. For example, we have fisheries. For example, we have agriculture related issues. You have to make sure that for each and every keyword that is mentioned in the syllabus of ARD, you have the content for writing an answer of 400 to 600 words. If you are able to deal with that, the next thing that you have to do is, as I told you, theme based answer writing, like for the fishery sector, for the agriculture sector, for the irrigation, for the different types of irrigation. So in the course itself, if you're somebody who has joined NABARD Grade A Gold or Silver course, in the course itself you will find model Q&As also in a topics wise manner. So once you are done with a certain topic or a certain chapter, then you can practice those model Q&A, and that will help you to stay in that rhythm and to do answer writing in the most comprehensive manner. If you have anything specific, any specific doubt you have, you can ask that also in the chat box.
Okay. Aman Chauhan is asking, ma'am, I'm currently in a dilemma whether I should appear in RBI grade B or not. My GA and PIB is prepared, but QRE is very poor. See, Aman, if your QRE is very poor, then I think you are very short on time to prepare for the QRE, because QRE is one of the most important areas as far as your RBI grade B examination is concerned. But still, I think if your GA and PIB is prepared, you should go and attempt this examination. What you can do for QRE is just prepare the selected topics so that you can clear the sectional cutoff. So that is what you can do. Prepare the selected topics. For example, in the quants, you can prepare the data interpretation for your quadratic equation, number series. So these kind of 4 or 5 topics you can prepare for all of your quants, reasoning and English, and then you can at least appear in this examination because your GA and PIB is already prepared. So I think you should not waste that preparation of yours. And with that, you should move ahead. Jaskaran sir, Kalpana is asking, it is very difficult to reach the word limit in limited time. How to manage the time to think and type?
Yeah, first of all, I would say regarding the word limit, that is why I told you that for the ARD section, you need to have good quality material so that in the examination, within minimum amount of time, you are able to write the quality content. Apart from that, how many words are you going to write in the examination? It also depends on your typing speed. So make sure that you are not just covering the content, you are doing the typing practice also so that within the minimum amount of time, you are able to write maximum number of words. That's one thing. Apart from that, I would say sometimes it might happen in the examination that you might encounter a question that is a bit difficult and you have very much limited content about it. So what you can do, you can talk about some related topics with respect to the team. For example, let us say if the question comes related to green revolution and they're asking you write the different type of I would say features, or I should say, you can say write a short note with respect to green revolution with respect to 400 words. So instead of just talking about green revolution, because if you will write just about green revolution over there, the different pointers about green revolution, you will not be able to reach 400 words. So in that case, what you have to do, try to, I would say, expand it, try to stretch a bit regarding the related areas. For example, if the question is regarding green revolution, you can also talk about the importance of green revolution. You can also talk about the challenges that India faced with respect to green revolution. You can also talk about way forward, that what could be the future steps that India can take in order to initiate green revolution 2.0, right? So these sort of things you can do. So make sure that if you are feeling that you are running out of word limits, so you can add some more content by talking about the related areas with respect to that topic.
Okay. The next question is asked by the person with the ID ST7456. What about the ESI static? They majorly ask schemes. So, what is the ratio of static and dynamic in ESI pre and mains? So, yes, students, as far as the ESI is concerned, it is majorly dominated by the current affairs only. If you will see in the phase one, out of 40 questions, hardly 4 to 6 questions will be there from the static part, or sometimes even there are years when there is hardly one question or even zero questions from the static part. Most of the paper is from the current affairs only, and the similar pattern it is visible in the phase 2 also, that the major part of your questions are going to be there from the current affairs only. For example, if 15 questions are coming from the ESI out of the total 30 objective questions, so hardly 1 or 2 questions will be there from your static part. Rest of the questions will be there from the current affairs only. Aman is asking, ma'am, in NABARD Grade A, which is my primary focus for this year. Last year, your score was 30 to 33 in ARD, but less than 20 in ESI and GA. So, how can you improve that? Gurkirat sir, kindly suggest the student how can he improve his score in GA and ESI. Gurkirat sir, your voice is not clear. No, sir. Sure, sir. Till that time, let me address other doubts. So Abhishek Walia is asking, when can we expect phase one of NABARD? So students, we are expecting the notification to be released by the month of July and August, and then the phase one exam to happen by the month of September. Students, if you have any other doubt related to the NABARD grade A preparation, please feel free to ask. Shamli ma'am, can you please suggest students how they can approach the ARD, especially those students who are preparing on their own through self-study?
Sure, ma'am. Ma'am, when we talk about ARD, तो एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट सब्जेक्ट वी थिंक कि बहुत ही कोर सब्जेक्ट रहता है एंड स्पेशली विद द सेल्फ प्रिपरेशन थोड़ा सा इट इज़ डिफिकल्ट टू प्रिपेयर बिकॉज द सिलेबस इज़ वेरी वास्ट वी सी वी हैव टू कवर ऑल द core part of agriculture. Then we have to cover animal husbandry also, we have to read fisheries also. Along with that we have to cover ecology part. So there are so many things that are there in the syllabus, and again it can be very overwhelming at times when you are preparing if you are doing a self study. So how to do self study for such syllabus, how to cover it? So first thing first, you have to understand ki the syllabus of ARD, you need to break it down. Okay, so first part is like main agriculture part, which is your first I would say 4 5 section, which covers your general agriculture, cropping pattern, cropping intensity, farming system, different type of farming system. Then your soil and water conservation part is there, irrigation part is there. So up to this, what you have to do, you have to refer to any general book. Like you can go with the Arun Katyan, you can read this from the Arun Katyan book, because that is a quite descriptive book. And you don't have to read each and everything, just whatever is given in the syllabus. Plus please do analyze previous year questions once, so that you get the idea ki what are the important topics and what all you have to cover, right? So just refer to that book. And if you feel like something, any topic is not covered in that book, what you can do is you can take help of ICR e-course website. So ICR has already put the whole BSc agriculture syllabus in their website. So you can just simply type that topic and write ICR e-course, and you will get the entire content, and you can read it out and make your short notes. Please do make your notes if you are doing self preparation, because again you will be covering a lot of resources, you will be covering different books, different sources, different websites. Then you cannot revisit for the revision, right? So you need to make your short notes in that case. First is Arun Katyan book, then the ICR website, of course. Then we have Tamil Nadu Agriculture University website, which can also provide you good content, right? After covering this part, then you will move on to the next part, which is, I think, which is farm engineering part. Again, you need to understand, because the questions have been asked from that particular topic also. You need to understand what is given in the syllabus, plus what is being asked in the examination, right? So analyze previous year questions. Accordingly, pick up the topics and cover them and make your short notes. Then coming to the next part, which is animal husbandry part, that is one of the very important and crucial part, I would say, because it is very very important chapter. Again, go through the syllabus, see previous year questions, analyze everything, and make your short notes. Similarly, do it for the ecology, for the fisheries, and for the rest of the part. Now coming to the people who are doing self preparation, if they wanted to know ki which part they should focus more on, what are the most important part. So I would say your general agriculture, which includes your agronomy, farming system, organic farming, soil and water conservation is a very very important part that need to be covered. Then irrigation and water management you have to cover. Animal husbandry, forestry is important with respect to your descriptive answer writing, right? So these things, animal husbandry, you cannot skip. You will see every year 4 to 5 questions are there from that particular chapter. Same for the soil and water conservation. So if you can cover this many topic in a very good comprehensive way, you can score good in ARD. So that is the strategy for those who are doing self preparation. Make your short notes and timely do revisit those notes for the revision purpose, because again, if you'll read once, later on you'll forget everything. They are fact based, there are many things that need to be memorized. So please do read all those things and timely revise. And also one of the most important thing is to practice question. Okay, more you practice question, more you will tend to remember things, and more you will more it will be easy for you to analyze questions same in the examination and answer accordingly. So yeah, that would be the strategy for those who are doing self study.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for guiding students in such a detailed manner. Gurkirat sir, now I will request you to answer all the queries related to the current affairs. Students are asking about how to cover the current affairs, how to improve their marks, and especially ARD current affairs as well. So kindly cover the entire current affairs from scratch. If somebody is starting now, how they should cover, from where they should cover, what details should be covered. So please answer all these questions.
Okay, so I hope now my voice is audible, ma'am. Is it
Yes, your
audible?
voice is
Okay.
perfectly audible now.
Okay, okay. So guys, when I talk about current affairs, see, first thing is that I said NABARD cannot be cleared without preparing current affairs. That's the reality of this examination. चाहे आप merit section की बात कीजिए, चाहे आप non-merit section की बात कीजिए, you cannot clear the exam before without preparing current affairs. Important thing if I talk about here with regards to current affairs, first of all, you have to identify that what is the weightage of current affairs, in which section it is high, in which section it is, I would say, not that much high. For example, if you look at all the merit sections, GA, ESI, and ARD, GA and ESI are dominated by current affairs. On the other hand, ARD is a section which is dominated by static, but still what we are seeing is that there also the questions on current affairs are being increased. When I talk about the general ESI current affairs, see there predominantly, if you see here, the current affairs are being asked from two important dimensions. That is your government schemes, and the second one is your current affairs of ESI, which is related to your syllabus. Okay. And if I talk about the third angle, which recently NABARD has started exploring, is the reports documents, which reports some reports which are being seen in news being released by some international organizations, national organizations, or if I say the reports which are released by NABARD, like NABARD annual report is there, animal husbandry statistics reports are there. That is where they have started asking us questions in this examination. So I would say when you start your preparation, your initial focus should always be on how to cover ESI current affairs, because that is where your majority of questions comes, and that is where your majority of things needs to be tackled here. So I would say there the first priority should always be given to the government schemes. And with regards to government schemes, I know it looks bit challenging. It always looks difficult that sir कैसे याद होगा, कैसे cover करेंगे. तो उसके लिए simple फंडा है जी, आप क्या करो, आप one scheme a day start कर लीजिए. You will start reading one scheme a day. Initially start from the reports or starts from the schemes, sorry, which are related to the Ministry of Agriculture or related to the agriculture and rural development. That should be given number one priority. Start reading a scheme, try to understand what that scheme is all about here. ठीक है जी, उसके बारे में करिए. जब आप schemes कर रहे हैं तो उसके बाद अब जब आपने schemes, I think for a week or 2 weeks, when you have a little bit idea of what schemes are all about, then you can start with your ESI current affairs, where I would say that the best month to start now for current affairs would be the month of April. I would not advise anybody to go from January, December, या फिर February onwards. I would say April would be the best month to start preparing your current affairs, because just now the result has come out. So April is the best month. और जो NABARD का क्या कह सकते हैं कि जो NABARD का ट्रेंड रहा है कि NABARD का एग्जाम जनरली अगस्त सितंबर के आसपास होता है, तो उस केस में अप्रैल, मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर. So these 5 months will play a very important role. Then guys, when I talk about ESI current affairs, I always say the ESI current affairs are primarily being dependent on 4 important dimensions. The first one, which I always say, is कि जो गवर्नमेंट के इनिशिएटिव्स या प्रोग्राम्स हैं जो कई हेल्थ से रिलेट करते हैं, एजुकेशन से रिलेट करते हैं, या फिर मैं बात करूं सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज से रिलेट करते हैं, जेंडर इश्यूज के बारे में बात करते हैं, उन सब प्रोग्राम्स को आपको प्रायोरिटी पे पढ़ना है, which are seen in news. I give you an example like Garbhini initiative is there, government marketplace initiative is there, then government has launched Sarpanch Pate initiative. So these are the initiatives which when you start reading, यहाँ पे क्या करना है, यहाँ पे आपको सबसे पहले करना है कि भाई जब भी आप इन टॉपिक्स को पढ़ते हो, इन टॉपिक्स का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है, कोई स्पेसिफिक टारगेट है, कोई स्पेसिफिक पिलर्स हैं, उन पे फोकस करना है. सेकंड सेट ऑफ थिंग इन ESI करंट अफेयर्स आप रिलेटेड टू योर I would say regional economic organizations like BRICS हो गया, BIMSTEC हो गया, एशियान हो गया, WTO हो गया. अगर इन तरह की कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और उसमें इंडिया का काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है, यानी कि इंडिया या तो पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है या फिर इंडिया में ही उस चीज को इंडिया में वो सबमिट हो रही है, तो उस पर आपको ज्यादा फोकस करना है. जब भी आप इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को पढ़ोगे तो अगर आपको देखना है कि इफ द नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स आर मोर देन 10, then you should be reading all the members. You should know what are the members that are there in this organization. But if it is less than 10, ठीक है, sorry, if it is more than 10, then obviously फिर आपको क्या करना है, फिर आपको सिर्फ नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स पता होना चाहिए. India's role in that organization is very, very important. You have to understand whether India is a member or not. That's the first thing. फिर इंडिया किस तरह का मेंबर है? अगर फाउंडिंग मेंबर है तो फाउंडिंग ईयर पता होना चाहिए. अगर फाउंडिंग मेंबर नहीं है तो किस ईयर में इंडिया ने ज्वाइन किया वो आपको पता होना चाहिए. और रिसेंटली कुछ मंथ्स में, यानी कि रिसेंट के 4 to 5 months में, व्हाट इज इंडियाज रोल, वेदर इंडिया हैज proposed something in that initiative, whether that summit is taking place in India, अगर ऐसा कुछ भी है तो वो आपको पता होना चाहिए. ठीक है. थर्ड एस्पेक्ट ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स ईएसआई में आते हैं, जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि कोई भी अगर इंडिया की अचीवमेंट है, लेट्स से इंडिया में कोई नई रामसर साइट ऐड हुई है, कोई वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट ऐड हुई है, या कोई भी इंडिया ने कोई टारगेट अचीव किया है, तो वो चीज में कि इंडिया ने क्यों अचीव किया है, क्या हमारा एक्चुअल टारगेट था, वो सब चीजें आपको पता होनी चाहिए. फोर्थ जो रिसेंट में मैं बोलता हूँ कि फोर्थ डायमेंशन अभी रिसेंटली एक्सप्लोर होनी स्टार्ट हुई है, वो है फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट. क्योंकि इंडिया काफी फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स को साइन कर रहा है, तो उस कंटेक्स्ट में आपको पता होना चाहिए कि एग्रीमेंट किस कंट्री के साथ साइन हुआ है, उसका टारगेट क्या है. दैट शुड बी द इनिशियल थिंग्स दैट यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट टीएसए करंट अफेयर्स. देन गाइस, अगर अभी ये से थोड़ा सा बाहर आते हैं, ठीक है, रिपोर्ट्स की, थोड़ी रिपोर्ट्स में मैं बात करूं तो देखिए जनरली यहाँ पे जो हमने पैटर्न ऑब्जर्व किया है, तो पिछले साल कुछ रिपोर्ट्स पे क्वेश्चन आए, जैसे कि नेशनल रिपोर्ट्स, इंटरनेशनल रिपोर्ट्स पे. जनरली नाबार्ड अगर ईएसए में भी क्वेश्चन पूछता है तो नाबार्ड एनुअल रिपोर्ट हो गई, या फिर एग्रीकल्चर की एनिमल हस्बेंड्री स्टैटिस्टिक्स की रिपोर्ट्स होगी, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर की रिपोर्ट्स होगी, पीरियोडिक लेबर फोर्स सर्वे हो गया, इन पे ज्यादा फोकस नाबार्ड करता है. बट फॉर दैट आई ऑलवेज से इट्स नॉट द राइट टाइम टू प्रिपेयर जस्ट नाउ, बिकॉज अभी जब इनका लेटेस्ट एडिशन आएगा आपको वही पढ़ना है. फिर आ जाते हैं सेकंड पार्ट के ऊपर मेरे टॉपिक में, जो कि है जनरल अवेयरनेस. अब जनरल अवेयरनेस में बहुत बच्चे थोड़ा सा डाइसीनेस में आते हैं, बिकॉज अगर मैं 2024 का एग्जाम देखूं तो इट वाज कंप्लीटली अ शॉकर, बिकॉज नोबडी एक्सपेक्टेड कि नाबार्ड फाइनेंस टैक्टिव पे क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, फाइनेंशियल करंट अफेयर्स पे क्वेश्चन पूछेगा. इट वाज कंप्लीटली आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स पेपर. बट अगर आप जनरल पैटर्न पे देखोगे, तो अगर आप अवार्ड, स्पोर्ट्स, साइंस एंड टेक की कोई न्यूज पढ़ रहे हो, तो अगर आप लास्ट 3 months के करंट अफेयर्स को अच्छी तरह पिक करते हो और पढ़ते हो अच्छी तरह से, 4th and 5th month के एमसीक्यूज अगर आप प्रिपेयर कर लेते हो, तो यू कैन स्कोर रियली गुड मार्क्स इन द जनरल अवेयरनेस सेक्शन. बिकॉज वहां पे भी आउट ऑफ 20 क्वेश्चन, इट्स नॉट दैट ऑल क्वेश्चन आर कमिंग फ्रॉम जनरल अफेयर्स. There you will see some questions are coming from schemes also. कुछ एक ARD स्टडी का क्वेश्चन आ जाता है, या ARD करंट अफेयर्स का क्वेश्चन आ जाता है. तो वहां पे वो जो 20 मार्क्स हैं, वो कहीं ना कहीं उसमें से 14-15 मार्क्स जो है वो नॉर्मल जनरल अफेयर्स हैं. बाकी 5-6 नंबर का पेपर हमेशा आपको कुछ ESI से मिल जाएगा, कुछ स्कीम से मिल जाएगा. तो जो बच्चा जिसको लगता है मेरा स्कीम GA इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं हो, तो लास्ट 3 months करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ के अगर आप अपना ESI वाला पार्ट स्ट्रांग कर लोगे, यू कैन कवर दैट पार्ट. Then coming to third leg, that is ARD current affairs, because recently what we have seen is कि बहुत बच्चों को ये सर ARD में ना क्या हो रहा है, करंट अफेयर्स के मार्क्स बढ़ रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली बढ़ रहे हैं. बट आप एक चीज नोट करना, जो क्वेश्चंस बढ़ रहे हैं या मार्क्स बढ़ रहे हैं, उसमें बढ़ क्या रहा है, उसमें बढ़ रहे हैं स्कीम से क्वेश्चंस. नाउ दे आर स्टार्टेड आस्किंग अस क्वेश्चंस ऑन एग्रीकल्चर स्कीम्स इन ARD करंट अफेयर्स. उसके ऊपर ज्यादा नाबार्ड फोकस कर रहा है. अगर आप, मैं बोलूं कि पिछली बार 10 क्वेश्चन है तो 10 में से 6-7 क्वेश्चन तो स्कीम्स के ही आ रहे हैं. ठीक है. और जो नॉर्मल ARD करंट अफेयर्स है, उसमें मैं ये नहीं कहता कि आपको बहुत ज्यादा अभी से प्रिपेयर करना है. उसके लिए भी अगर आप लास्ट 3 months में जो इंपॉर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव्स अगर एग्रीकल्चर मिनिस्ट्री ने लिए हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव्स इंट्रोड्यूस हुए हैं, दैट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. तो दैट वुड बी इन जनरल के जो आपको करना चाहिए. ठीक है. बाकी इफ देयर इज एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी, यू गाइस कैन लेट मी नो आल्सो इन द चैट सेक्शन इफ देयर इज एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी. अरे तनुश्री मैम, ये बेसिक तो हो गया, कोई और स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी है तो आप वो भी पूछ सकते हैं, कोई स्टूडेंट की स्पेसिफिक क्वेरी है.
Sure, sir. I'm reading the comments only. One student is asking where we can get all the PYQ questions for both prelims and mains. So students, on our website, all the previous year questions are available. You can download it from there. Sir, Aman Chauhan की एक query है for phase 2 objective part. Which topics are more important? Like they ask schemes, random reports, sometimes entirely new things like this year Posh Act, coffee cultivation, rice cultivation. So how to prepare these?
I think in that case the current affairs itself is very important. जब आप अगर पॉश एक्ट की बात करो, तो पॉश एक्ट ऐसा नहीं कि बिल्कुल ही आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट आया है. पॉश एक्ट न्यूज में था. प्रेस इन्फॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो, अगर आप कोई सोर्स की बात करोगे तो प्रेस इन्फॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो PIB जिसको आप बोलते हो, इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सोर्स. और PIB में अभी रिसेंट कॉन्टेक्स्ट में क्या हुआ है, वन थिंग दैट आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट टू स्टूडेंट ऑल्सो, PIB ने एक नई चीज स्टार्ट की जिसको बोलते हैं PIB हेडक्वार्टर्स, और इट्स ऑल बीन नोन एज PIB एक्सप्लेनर्स. दोनों ही सेम चीज ही है. वहां पे क्या होता है, PIB खुद, प्रेस इन्फॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो खुद जो है, एक सर्टेन टॉपिक्स के ऊपर काफी डिटेल में डिस्कशन करता है. तो पहले अर्लियर व्हाट यूज्ड टू बी बिफोर 2024 2025 का था, हार्डली एक मंथ में एक या दो टॉपिक्स आते थे, पूरे साल में 50-60 टॉपिक्स होते थे। अब उन्होंने उस चीज के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा वर्क करना स्टार्ट कर दिया, और हर महीने आप देखो कम से कम 25-30 आपको प्रेस इन्फॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो हेडक्वार्टर्स देखने को मिलते हैं। तो जो पॉश एक्ट है, सेक्सुअल हरासमेंट एक्ट है, बिकॉज जब हम लोगों ने भी पेपर को एनालाइज किया, हम लोग भी इन डेप्थ जाके बैठे कि नहीं यार देखो बच्चों क्या है, तो वो एक चीज है जो आपको बिल्कुल भी मिस नहीं करनी। रिगार्डिंग द गवर्नमेंट स्कीम, देखिए स्कीम्स ऐसा नहीं है। फेज 2 में क्या होता है कि फेज 2 में नाबार्ड ऑलवेज पिक्स अप अ थीम। नाबार्ड कभी सिंगल स्कीम पे क्वेश्चन नहीं करता है। नाबार्ड ने पिछले 2 साल से किया, वो स्कीम के थीम उठाएगा या फिर थीम उठाएगा, उस पे स्कीम से क्वेश्चन पूछे। जैसे पिछली बार वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की थीम से उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछे, जहाँ पे पॉशेट के बारे में पूछा, उज्ज्वला योजना के बारे में भी पूछा था। तो एक थीम थी वो पैराग्राफ में, जिसमें डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्कीम्स को उसने पूछा है। So that's why whenever you are preparing a scheme, it's not just कि आपको हर एक स्कीम आपको हर एक स्कीम का फीचर, ऑब्जेक्टिव किसके लिए बनी है वो तो पता होना चाहिए, बट आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए ब्रॉडर लेवल पे कि एक सर्टेन चीज को फुलफिल करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट के कौन से इनिशिएटिव। जैसे वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट में आप देखोगे एनआरएलएम में भी वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट आता है, आप देखो उज्ज्वला योजना में भी वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट आता है, आप देखोगे पोषण शक्ति निर्माण में भी वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट आता है। तो उन पर्सपेक्ट्स को उन्होंने पिक करके क्वेश्चन पूछा। तो ऐसा कोई ये नहीं है कि आपको अलग से कोई स्कीम पढ़नी है या आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट कुछ पढ़ना है। जो चीज आप पढ़ रहे हो बस उस चीज को आपको अप्लाई करना है। दैट इज द थिंग दैट्स देयर इन फेज 2 एग्जामिनेशन।
All right, sir. Now let us see few other questions which are there in the comments section. So Yash is asking, I'm currently in my second year and I'm planning to appear for RBI and NABARD in next year. I wanted to ask whether preparing for both together is a good approach, and if yes, then how should I start my preparation? So yes, Yash, if you are preparing for both the RBI and NABARD exams, and if you have to appear next year, then preparing for both the exams simultaneously, it is a good approach. And see, as far as your preparation is concerned, how you can start. So I think you have a limited amount of time since you are you're preparing along with your college studies. So right now you prepare the static part, right? The quants reasoning in English, prepare them of RBI level. If once the RBI level quant reasoning in English is prepared, automatically your NABARD level quant reasoning in English will be taken care of, right? Secondly, coming to your next part, which is the other areas. So after once this quant reasoning in English is done, you can start with your other static areas like ARD, finance and management, and you should have the target of finishing all these areas by December or January 2027, right? December of 2026 or January of 2027. Try finishing all of these static things, which includes your quant reasoning English, finance and management, ARD, and prepare them from not just from the objective or phase 1 perspective. Prepare these subjects from the phase 1 as well as phase 2 perspective, right? And then from the February of 2027, you can start preparing the current affairs. And along with that, you can start solving the mock test and start doing the revision part. So that is how you can take care of your preparation for both the RBI and NABARD exams. And yes, it is absolutely a good approach to take both these exams simultaneously, as 80% of syllabus in these exams is common, right? Okay, now let me see a few other questions. Rupert Cronin, expected dates of phase 1 exam, as I've told you, September. स्कोर कार्ड कब आएगा? स्कोर कार्ड अभी हमारा फाइनल रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर हो चुका है, तो स्कोर कार्ड्स अब कभी भी रिलीज हो सकते हैं। दीपक, एज यू हैव सेड कि ईएसआई का स्टैटिक पार्ट जो है उसकी 10% ही वेटेज होती है, सो हाउ टू कवर दिस, इन व्हाट डेप्थ यू हैव टू कवर द ईएसआई पार्ट फॉर मेंस? See, Deepak, first of all, it depends what is your academic background. If you are someone who is from economics background or who have studied economics and who have a basic knowledge of economics, then as far as the static part is concerned, you need not to go in a lot of depth. Here, your focus majorly, as far as the static part is concerned, should be on the analytical perspective, the descriptive writing perspective, because having the basic knowledge of economics will help you in understanding the current affairs also, and will help you in tackling the objective questions of ESI. But here, the ESI part can be a challenge for you in the descriptive writing part, right? So if you want to cover the ESI part, cover it majorly from the descriptive perspective, where you have to study each and every topic from an analytical point of view, right? So that is what your approach should be as far as the ESI is concerned. Radha Jyoti, see, as far as RBI and NABARD are concerned, in terms of promotion, both the organizations are almost the same, right? They follow the same pattern. You join NABARD as a grade A officer. Your first promotion will be due after 4 years, and you will join NABARD as a grade B officer, and your first promotion will be due after 7 years, right? So these both the jobs, they are very much good as far as the promotions are concerned. But there is one thing about the NABARD's promotion, that in NABARD, the promotions, they do not happen automatically. First of all, vacancies should be there. Secondly, for you to be promoted to the next level, there is always an interview. So the promotions, they happen on the basis of merit here in NABARD. आयुष, आई थिंक आपने अभी अपनी ग्रेजुएशन को स्टार्ट नहीं किया है, बिकॉज आप पूछ रहे हैं कि आपको ग्रेजुएशन के साथ नबार्ड प्रिपरेशन करनी है, तो आप कंफ्यूज हो कि आपको बीटेक करनी चाहिए या नॉर्मल बीएससी। सी आयुष, आई वुड सजेस्ट यू वन थिंग, आप चाहे बीटेक करें या बीएससी, ये आपको सिर्फ एक एग्जाम के बेसिस पर नहीं डिसाइड करना चाहिए कि आपको नबार्ड देना है तो इसलिए आप अपनी ग्रेजुएशन डिसाइड कर रहे हैं। जो सब्जेक्ट आपको बेटर लगता है, ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट करता है, जिसमें आपको आगे चल के ज्यादा बेटर करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल सकती हैं, उस चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए आप अपने ग्रेजुएशन सब्जेक्ट को चूज करिए। क्योंकि 3 साल की ग्रेजुएशन, अगर आप बीएससी एग्रीकल्चर लेते हैं तो आपके पास 4 साल होंगे, और सिमिलरली अगर आप बीटेक भी करते हैं तो आपके पास 4 साल होंगे। 4 साल अगर आप किसी भी ग्रेजुएशन के साथ प्रिपेयर करते हो, सो दैट इज मोर देन इनफ टाइम टू प्रिपेयर फॉर एनी एग्जाम। सो एग्जाम को ध्यान में रख के आप ग्रेजुएशन सब्जेक्ट को मत चूज कीजिए। इट शुड बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन अदर फैक्टर्स such as your interest area and what could be the further career opportunities, right? Bharat Swami, since you are in the first year and you have 3 years for RBI preparation and how to prepare for the NABARD and SBI PO. See, if you are doing your RBI preparation, first of all, focus on the quants, reasoning and English part. Once that is prepared, SBI PO level quant, reasoning, English and your NABARD level of quant, reasoning and English, they will be taken care of. After that, you can start preparing the static part. Do not jump onto the current affairs right now. Start the static part, that is your ARD, your finance, your management, all these topics you have to cover. For the current affairs, at max, what you can do is that you can start reading the editorials from the newspaper or just a general reading of the newspaper so that you are aware of what is happening. Otherwise, no need to make notes of the current affairs. Current affairs, you have to prepare from the January and February of the year in which you are going to appear in that particular exam, right? So that is how you can prepare for all these exams simultaneously. Jaskaran sir, there is a question for you by Deepak, that can you please tell some important topics of ESI for descriptive answer writing and how to cover them? And sir, kindly answer this question in a broader area, because the next question is asking ki how to prepare the descriptive writing.
See, for the descriptive writing, for the preparation of descriptive writing, the first and the foremost thing is that you have to be comfortable with the syllabus. Try to at least cover the syllabus for once. Then only you will be in a good position to start descriptive answer writing practice. Now, let us say once you're done with the syllabus, after that, what you can do in a topic wise manner or in a chapter wise manner, you can attempt descriptive model Q&As that are mentioned as a part of the course. Even if you're somebody who has not joined the course, you can use some AI platform or you can Google some questions related to that topic and you can try to answer them. And then later on, you can see that what points you were not able to recall, what points you have missed, right? And you can brainstorm in that area. And regarding answer writing practice, or I should say the approach of answer writing practice, the first and the foremost thing is that when you're writing your answer, first of all, draw an outline. This outline basically helps you to save a lot of time when you will be typing your answer. And apart from that, you will get a complete idea that this is what I'm going to write in the next 18 minutes for the 400 words answer and in the next 24 to 25 minutes for the 600 words answer. After that, you have to practice writing a good introduction. My suggestion is that you can prepare some templates also for certain type of static areas. For example, for the ARD, you can prepare some templates for the introduction with respect to data or maybe with respect to some committee, right? So that you can write quality introduction in the answer. After that, you have to write the body part where you will write your answer in the point wise manner, not the paragraph, and you will write it by dividing it into headings and subheadings. And you should make sure that you are adding value addition stuff also, for example data, facts, example, wherever it is possible. And lastly, you have to write the conclusion, right? And conclusion should be written on a positive note. It should be some sort of way forward, where basically you are showing that you are somebody who is visionary, and your conclusion should be futuristic in nature. So that is the idea, I would say, broad overview regarding what are the points that you have to keep in mind. And if you're somebody who is a part of the course, what you can do, you can start writing answers. And once you reach a certain benchmark, after that you can send your answers to me, and we can discuss over phone call that what is the feedback regarding that, what is the scope of improvement, all the sort of things we can discuss as a part of the feedback. So this is the broad approach that you can take. If you have some specific doubt as a part of this entire answer writing process, you can ask that also, no problem regarding that. And the second question was regarding the important topics for ESI and ARD. Now, see, the thing is that if I talk about ESI, there is no such fixed type of topics that are important for every year, right? They keeps on changing. But no doubt that there are certain type of themes. For example, NABARD is very interested in questions that are related to reports, that are related to schemes, right? And some other relevant areas that are there as a part of current affairs. So the list of important topics, it is not permanent. It depends upon the current affairs, and just before the phase two, we keep on releasing a separate video also, and we keep on notifying you also that what are the areas that are there in the news and that could be important for the phase 2 examination. But I would say right now it would be too early if I list those important topics, right? So we will do that once the phase 2 for the next cycle would be approaching. But at this point of time, your topmost priority should be to focus upon the static area. Make sure that each and every keyword as a part of ESI or as a part of ARD, as a part of the syllabus, you have notes with respect to those areas. Or if you have joined any course, so make sure that you are doing comprehensive study with respect to the starting material, because starting material gives you the confidence to attempt the current affair questions also in the best possible manner. It develops your understanding. So I hope I'm clear with my point.
Okay, thank you, sir. After that, there are few other questions. Let me answer them. So Yash is saying that you have a 3-year gap after your 12th standard. So will it be considered as a significant negative factor? See, Yash, as far as the NABARD and RBI interviews are concerned, they are majorly interested in your personality. They'll judge you on the basis of answers that you give. Gap years, yes, if they are a noticeable thing in your DAF, they can ask you questions, but they will not judge you simply on the basis of that why you have a gap year, or a gap year in itself is not a negative thing. They can ask you a question that why do you have a gap year or what you are doing. If you are able to clearly justify it, or if you are able to give a clear justification of your gap years, it is perfectly fine. Gap years are never treated as a negative factor in either RBI or NABARD interviews. Okay. Okay, so there is one doubt from the SRV V7K, some ID like that. I have started preparing for 2026 NABARD. You are a non-ARD student and you have completed QRE. Before I am preparing for the RBI exam, please guide me how to study effectively. I have less time for 2026. See, if you are someone who's preparing for the 2026 and if you have less time, since your quant, reasoning, and English are already prepared, and if you have been preparing for the RBI before this exam, so I'm expecting that your ESI static part is also done. So here, right now, your focus, it should be on two things only. One is covering your ARD part, ARD static part, and secondly, covering the current affairs part. How to cover the ARD part, how to cover the current affairs part, these questions have already been answered in great detail by Shamli Ma'am and Gurkirat Sir. After this session, you can go back and listen to those questions and answers again, right? So in detail, they have explained in this session, so you can get those answers from there. But right now, if you're preparing for 2026, your major focus, it should be on your ARD static part and the current affairs part. So that is how you can approach. Okay, so there is one more doubt that by Wow Gaming, that can you please give the mantra to crack the NABARD grade A? See, the first mantra to crack any exam, and not just the NABARD grade A, is to know the syllabus, to know the previous year questions, to have a plan, to have a strategy. You can take the help of the mentors. You can contact us on EduTap at hello@edutap.co.in. We are always there to answer your queries. Individual mentors you can talk to. With the help of these mentors, you need to chalk out a clear strategy. And once all of this homework is done, the next step that you need to do is to consistently execute this plan. This is the only mantra. Sources, study materials, every year, every topper do that, and they do it from different areas. So I would not suggest that it is majorly dependent on the sources that you have or your accessibility to certain things. It is dependent on how solid your plan is and how consistently you are executing it. Rahul Singh, you are asking that you have given 2024 NABARD mains, planning for 2026, and you are in dilemma. Should you go for the NABARD 2026, which you have already started preparing for, or can you give the civil services examination also? Rahul, it is a very subjective answer. It depends on what your level of preparation for civil services is. By your question, it seems clear that you are more focused towards towards NABARD, since you have already you are already preparing for the 2026 NABARD cycle, and you have already given the mains of our NABARD in 2024. So if you are decently enough prepared for the civil services, you can give the attempt. And if not, then I think you should prepare for the NABARD only. Uh, there is one person, 2025 aspiring. See, if you are preparing for the soil science and land development specialist stream, how you can prepare the previous year question. See, as far as the specialist streams are concerned, it is a major concern that the previous year questions are not available. But here, what you can do, you can take the help of the syllabus. Certain specialized syllabuses, they are available on the NABARD's website. You can take help of them. And from there only, you can have an idea of what kind of questions can be asked. Apart from that, there is one shortcut that can be used by you. Go on LinkedIn, check people who have cleared this exam from these specialized categories earlier. Talk to them if they can share with you what kind of questions were asked or how they prepared. Because unfortunately, we at EduTap, we don't serve the specialized categories. So we don't have the previous year questions or the syllabus or the strategy for the specialized streams. But this is one way which you can use to prepare for the specialized categories also, right? All right, students. So I think I have answered all the queries of yours related to how you can prepare for the NABARD Grade A 2026 examination. Still, if anything remains unanswered, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. Apart from that, if you want to talk to any of the mentors, you can always write to us on hello@edutap.co.in, one email, and within 24 hours, we are there for you with the answer. If you want to talk, you can contact our support team as well. They will connect you with the required mentor. So that is what you can do. If still anything remains unanswered, on that note, I'm ending this session here. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much to our mentors also who have spared time for this session and who have answered all the queries